There are things we buy by accident. And there are things that buy us. Saturday morning, Montana, a dusty backroad junk auction. Grease, rust, old men shouting bids. And Liam Drake, 32, recently divorced, running from his own emptiness. He came looking for distraction. He found the car that had been waiting for him. A black 1967 Chevrolet Impala stood alone at the far edge of the lot. Too clean in some places. Too old in others. Like a body that had been partially preserved and partially allowed to rot. A thin layer of dust covered the paint. But beneath the dust, the car glimmered in patches, like someone had polished it only hours ago. The auction manager approached. "Son, don't buy that one." "Why?" "Because everyone who did, brought it back. And 3 of them never came back at all." Liam laughed nervously. The man did not. "You think I'm joking?" Liam didn't answer. Something was pulling him toward the car. Something familiar. He stepped closer. Finger-traced words appeared on the dusty hood. "You promised you'd come back." His stomach dropped. He hadn't touched it. No one had. Yet the message looked freshly written. The auction manager's voice dropped to a whisper. "Some folks say she writes to the ones she recognizes." "She?" Liam repeated. "The woman who died in it." At that moment, the car exhaled. A faint breath from the interior vents. Right into his face. He turned sharply, no one around. The breath came again. From inside. Someone was sitting in the back seat. He glanced at the rearview mirror. And saw her. A woman. Head bowed. Hair covering her face. Hands folded on her lap. He blinked. Gone. "How much?" he asked. The old man closed his eyes. $10. "Just take it away." Liam climbed in. The engine roared alive like something waking from a grave. And from the dead radio, a whisper crawled through the static. "You promised you'd come back." He froze. The voice wasn't from the past. It was from someone who wasn't finished with him yet. The drive home was too quiet. The highway around him emptied, as if the world knew better. The steering wheel moved too smoothly. As if the car knew the road. At the gas station, he opened the trunk. Nothing inside. Except a dark, long, oval stain beneath the carpet. Old. Metallic. Wrong. He slammed the trunk shut. The taillights flashed. Even though the engine was off. Liam. A soft exhale behind him. He spun. No one. That night he called his best friend, Casey Monroe. "Case. I think I bought something bad. Let me guess. A car. It talked to me." Casey was silent for 2 full seconds. "I'm coming over." She arrived in record time. When she approached the Impala, the car shivered. "Did you see that?" Casey whispered. "Yes." Condensation appeared on the passenger window. From the inside. Small fingerprints. Child-sized. "Liam, this car has child prints in it." And then they both saw her. In the window's reflection. Back seat. The woman. She slowly raised her head. Casey's voice cracked. "Liam. She doesn't have eyes." The next morning Liam checked the VIN number online. Owner. Rachel Moore, missing, 1998. Last seen at a diner. Last seen with her son. Last seen driving a black 67 Impala. Never found. Phone rang. Unknown caller. He answered. A woman whispered. "Liam, we're not done yet." The call ended. His blood froze. That evening, the Impala locked its own doors. The radio turned on by itself. A 90s lullaby played through the static. On the windshield, fresh writing formed. "Let me finish the ride. RM." Casey insisted they track down Rachel's old address. The house was abandoned. Inside they found photos of Rachel with the Impala, newspaper clippings, a cracked cassette labeled "For Help," scribbled note, "Don't drive it after sunset." When Liam played the cassette, a second voice whispered behind Rachel's, "Mommy, don't go." Casey looked pale. She had a child. "Where is he?" "Never found." A soft knock tapped the Impala's window behind them. From the inside. When they turned, a small boy sat in the back seat. Gray. Hollow. With a seatbelt-shaped bruise across his chest. "You came back," he whispered. Finally. They understood. The Impala wasn't haunted. It was unfinished business made into metal. It drives its last passengers back to where they died. Until someone completes the route. Rachel and her son were run off the road. Their killer never caught. Their bodies hidden. Their final ride uncompleted. The Impala chose Liam. Not because he was special. But because he looked like someone Rachel trusted. "You promised you'd come back." It wasn't for him. It was for the person she last saw before she died. But the car didn't care. It needed a driver. Any driver. The Impala turned on by itself. Headlights slicing the night. Casey screamed, "Don't get in." But Liam knew. If he didn't, the car would choose someone else. Maybe Casey. Maybe a stranger. He sat down. Doors locked. Rachel and her son sat behind him, silent, fading. Impala followed the old route. The same turns. The same cliff road. The same patch of forest where they were run off. As the car approached the cliff, Rachel whispered, "Thank you, for taking us home." She vanished. Her son too. The Impala stopped. Liam stepped out. And saw 3 crosses. 2 old, weathered ones. And a fresh third. Liam Drake. Died today. When he turned, the Impala rolled forward. Toward him. Last thing he heard. "You promised you'd come back." The engine breathed in. Darkness swallowed everything. 1 week later, Casey was driving alone. She spotted something on the roadside. A black 1967 Impala. No driver. Keys on the seat. Auction sign, $10. Fresh writing on the window. Next ride. The car waited. It always waits. For someone who broke a promise. Or someone who doesn't yet know that they made one.